So back, shoot, when I was, I guess I have to say like 7, 8, 9. I used to listen to music. Like the old shows and stuff like that, how they be like the musicals and all that kind of stuff. You hear the music in the background. So I listen to hear that kind of stuff. And then, my mother would be, maybe playing Stevie Wonder, Motown. And I would hear the music and I'd be like, dang, I want to be able to do that, So first she originally picked up a piano for my sister to learn how to play piano. But what ended up happening is, I would just be listening to those songs and trying to figure them out, tapping away on the key on the piano, and until I started learning how to play those songs by ear. So from like an early age, I just kind of, I was just inspired by the sound of music. My first set of equipment I bought was actually the Ensoniq Mirage when it first came out. It was like the first sampling keyboard, and Yamaha RX-7 drum machine. Those were really the first two pieces that I picked up. Yeah, at East Hollywood Mannequins. Yes.
Was it disco or another style of music?
It was mainly disco, some I guess regular R&B dance music, a little bit of Italian dance music, I guess Italo dance music. So it was that variety of that kind of stuff. That's like where the motivation for us to start developing and creating house music came from.
How long was you a DJ at the Smart Bar?
I was, Smart Bar, I was a DJ from about 1983 to 1987.
And the Smart Bar
it's still around, yeah.
Still around. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that.
Right. So I was like one of the first DJs from Smart Bar.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you were spinning house.
So back at that time, now why the Smart Bar got really popular is because I played a really eclectic set of music. So I would play from, I could play some TSOP, Martin Circus, to some alternative rock music. I played Public Image, New Order, Art of Noise. That's where a lot of people don't know, but that's where a lot of DJs like Frankie, Ronnie would come to Smart Bar and listen to what I was playing, and take that back to the South Side. So like I said, you don't really hear about it a lot because my following was, a 21 and over following. And what a lot of people don't know, like Smart Bar, back at that time, Smart Bar held maybe 300 people. So we did Smart Bar, and it became a point where it started to get too crowded, and we opened Smart Bar and the Metro. So we started to get maybe like 1,500 people over there during the weekends and stuff like that. So it was crazy back then, with the music scene, that people come up on the north side to hear what was going to turn into house music. So what ended up happening is, so let's say, like I used to listen to Farley, I used to Frankie, like the Hot Mix 5, Herb Kent when he was doing the Punk Out Hour and stuff like that. I would listen to stuff like that back then. Then so what happened with me is playing at Smart Bar, I would take my equipment in and do some live keyboards and stuff mixed in with some drum beats and stuff like that to mix in different kind of, between the different genres of music I was playing. And so Chip came in one day and asked if I would like to work on a project with him. So that ended up turning into the Jack Tracks EP. So, from the Jack Tracks EP, and people knowing, Joe has, sampling keyboard to samples longer than, a millisecond, like the Boss sampler that everybody was using. Steve Hurley came in to ask about doing a Jack Your Body. Jack your body, 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 jack your body. When we finally took, so originally when Jack Tracks came out, Chip was selling out the trunk of his car, and he kind of started to sell out of stuff. So we ended up getting DJ International involved in selling the record. And at that point, Rocky wanted me to kind of work with the different artists that were coming to DJ International. So I started producing just about everybody all the early stuff that was coming out on DJ International, I started working and producing most of that stuff that was coming out, to the point where Chip and I took Frankie in the studio and produced his first record, the You Can't Hide cover with Ricky Dillard. Who I know, now Ricky Dillard does a lot of gospel. He's in the gospel sect now. But yeah, we got together and produced the first Frankie Knuckles record that he actually put out, released.